You ever just sit back and think, wow, life really has a way of life? And it's funny how even at 50 plus, life keeps throwing curveballs. Some are frustrating, some are hilarious, but all of them remind us that life never stops teaching us. No matter how old we get, let's be real, when you're over 50, you start looking at life differently. You've been through enough to think you got it all figured out, and then life reminds you that you don't. At this age, life doesn't just happen. It's life. It's hard life. Let's talk about your body deciding it's in charge now. You wake up one morning and suddenly you have a new ache or pain you didn't order, knees gone, back questionable, sleep, it's a distant memory. You used to be able to eat whatever you wanted. Now you're Googling low sodium recipes like it's a second job. It's humbling, really, but you learn to laugh about it because what else can you do? Then there's your relationships. At this point in life, friendships are fewer but deeper. You don't have time for surface level connections anymore. But let's be honest, keeping up with friends gets harder. Everyone's busy, work, family, they have their own drama. And yet, when you do connect, it's like no time has passed. Life teaches you to value quality over quantity when it comes to the people you keep close. And speaking of people, family, life keeps life in that department too. Maybe you're raising grandkids, dealing with aging parents, or still trying to figure out how to help your adult kids navigate this thing called life. Sometimes it feels like you're sandwiched between generations, holding everyone else together while trying to keep yourself from falling apart. It's exhausting, but also it's beautiful because you realize how much you're needed. Then there's work. Maybe you're winding down your career. Maybe you're starting something completely different, something new. Or maybe you're wondering, why retirement? Why should I retire? Feels more like a myth than a reality. Life at 50 plus has a way of reminding you that you're not done yet. You still got goals, you still got dreams and ambitions, and you're finally learning to pursue things on your own terms. But life doesn't stop there. It also throws in self reflection. By 50, you live long enough to have regrets, and those regrets sometimes creep in. You wonder, did I make the right choices? Did I spend time wisely? But here's the thing, life at this age also gives you the gift of perspective. You start to forgive yourself for what you didn't know and appreciate the lessons you've learned. And let's not forget the curveballs, those surprises life throws at you when you least expect it. It could be a health scare, it could be a failed relationship, or an opportunity you never saw coming. These moments remind you that life isn't predictable, no matter how old you are. But they also remind you that you're resilient. You made it through this far, you made it through, and you can handle whatever comes next. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all heavy. Life at 50 plus also comes with a new kind of freedom. You stop caring so much about what people think, you wear what's comfortable, you say what's on your mind, and you finally start living for yourself. It's liberating. Life might be lifing, but you learn to roll with it and maybe even enjoy the ride. Another thing I've learned is to celebrate the small stuff. When you're younger, you're always chasing big milestones, career success, marriage, kids. But now, it's the little things that bring joy. A quiet morning with a cup of coffee, a good book, a walk where your knees don't hurt so much. Life teaches you to slow down and savor those moments. So yeah, life be life when you're over 50. It challenges you, humbles you, and surprises you. But it also teaches you and strengthens you and reminds you of what really matters. At this age, you realize that life doesn't get easier, but you get better at handling it. And maybe that's the point. Life isn't about having to figure it all out. It's about showing up, taking the hits, and finding joy in the journey. Because no matter how old you are, life will keep lifing and you'll keep living.